Well, Arsenal is playing away in the is it at the Magpies, right, at Newcastle, and they're being hosted at the St. James's Park, where a team known as where a team known as Newcastle has gone ahead to really take lots of games without not losing at home, and they are into what we call epic form this time round. Welcome to this channel known as Rokani Media Football, and we are doing the all necessary to see to it that we bring you the best that you guys deserve. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, it's always a pleasure having you on this channel, and you guys are really amazing. And we are here to really see who is starting, who is not starting, and how this game is going to unfold. That is between Arsenal and Newcastle. It's a very huge pleasure to be having these numbers on and really watching in. From every corner of the world that you're watching in from, I give you the 5 fingers out that you deserve it. And thank you for really being part of this huge channel that keeps on growing day after day. Who have Arsenal gone ahead to start into this game? They are going to play against Newcastle away from home. Ramsdale, Ben White, Jakub Kiwior, Gabriel, Magalhaes, Zinchenko, Jorginho, Granit Xhaka, Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, and Gabriel Jesus are really into the starting 11 of Arsenal. Substitutes include Turner, Kieran Tierney, Rob Holding, Thomas Partey, Vieira, Smith Rowe, Reece Nelson, Trossard, and Edin Ketia. You know, when I look at this 11, I will ask myself, why did it have to take Mikel Arteta to make these changes? And the biggest change that I was going to have to make is all about one player known as Jorginho. And I think you saw him play against Man City when he came on through when the game had already been lost. He really brought comfort and safety into the midfield of Arsenal. Then he has gone ahead to play him again. And Jakub Kiwior has gone ahead to really bench Rob Holding and has been given a chance by the manager known as Mikel Arteta to play another second game in the row. So it shows you how Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to make huge decisions. And I think I wish he had made these decisions earlier, especially after the game of Liverpool. This decision had to be taken with Thomas Partey being complacent into the game of West Ham. He wouldn't have gone ahead to be returned the field of play. That's it. Now, how is Newcastle standing? Newcastle really having Nick Pope. After Nick Pope, they are also having Kylian Trippier. That is the captain of Newcastle. Then they're having Fabian Schär, Steve Bootman, Dan Burn, Bruno Guimaraes, Joe Willock, Joe Willington, Jacob Murphy, Alexander Isak, Callum Wilson. Substitutes are De Brevuka, Dumate, Gordon, Saint Maximin is back, Lewis, Target, McQueen, Almiron, and Anderson. That is the starting 11 of Newcastle as it's being fronted to go on and really take on Arsenal and really see to it that they really win those points from Arsenal. So as it stands, we have that into the mix, and Arsenal is already up and ready to take on this team. Now, we are having Aaron Guna. Hey, bro, from India. Thank you for watching in, Aaron Guna. It's always nice having you onto this channel. Smash the like button and please subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. We are always on to this channel. And so, if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe. Then I'm having Groja Elimu Rokani. The first video was not sounding well. Oh, the first video of... Let me have a look. Let me have a listen to it and see. Is it not sounding well, really? Is it not sounding well? Let me see. It's going ahead to break silence as it looks known as Xhaka. But the way Arteta is really at this channel, so as not to miss out on stories. Oh, a little bit. At the start, it was okay, but as we found ourselves... At the start, it was okay, but as we went on and really, power quit, and I think that there was a glitch, but I'm sorry. But I think, thank you, Mr. Roger, for that concern. I'm sorry, but I think we are going to go ahead and really rectify it. But I think the sound on this one is really clear, not so? But I think The sound is really okay. I'm having Lucky Eddie Obelon. It's not going to be an easy game for both teams, but I believe Arsenal can collect 3 points if at all they utilize their chances. That's it. It's all about Arsenal utilizing their chances. And if at all they really happen to score goals, let them kill off the game immediately, like they did in the game of Chelsea. At halftime, the game was done. 3 goals were really put at the back of the net of Chelsea, and Arsenal couldn't capitulate. Even when they really conceded one, they had to defend and obviously made it hard for Chelsea to go ahead and really break their lead. So to me, I think it's really a pleasure and a honor to say to it that Arsenal is back to winning ways. And I think it's really going to be one of those games that you're going to be all wanting to watch, because it's really going to be highly, highly competitive on either sides. Bruce Besa, watching from Zambia. Keep it, my brother. Thank you for watching in. How is Zambia? Then Nabede Nicholas Rokani. I see Arsenal winning this game. I also see Arsenal winning this game, by the way. And I'm going to be shocked if they don't win, because when my team United was playing against Newcastle, it took Newcastle 60 minutes without scoring a goal against Manchester United. And that was all about United not capitalizing onto its attacks. With the attacking prowess of Arsenal, having Jesus, Bukayo Saka, and Martinelli, I think it's so much in the picture of annihilating this side of Newcastle. Why? Newcastle concedes goals. They concede goals. We all know that. And they've taken very many games without keeping a clean sheet. If I told you to look at Newcastle, they've taken very many games without keeping a clean sheet. Amidst them being third and wanting to go ahead and play the Champions League. But even Arsenal know it that if at all they don't really get a 3-point result from this game, they would have gone ahead to gift the trophy to Man City. Obviously, so it's really going to be like a finale for Arsenal. And this is the game that makes or breaks Arsenal's season. If they win, their season is back on the road, because Man City is playing Real Madrid in the midweek. And over the weekend, Man City, in the midweek, they are playing Real Madrid away from home. And over the weekend, they are paying a visit to Everton. So you see how hard these games are for City. So the best way to do is the best thing to do is for Arsenal to win this game. Arsenal win against Newcastle, pressure will really amount hugely onto this Arsenal team. Sorry, onto the Man City team when they are playing against Newcastle. Sorry, when they're playing against Everton at home. Lucky David Obelon. Hey, David, I salute you, Papa. One love. Entebbe, Uganda. Thank you for watching in from Entebbe, Uganda. Then Ga, yeah, it's clear. Thank you for watching in, and thank you for really giving me that clarification. Mugole Isma, Trossard could have started. Even me, I think Saka deserves to be dropped, like they've gone ahead to do to Partey. Peter Bagonza Paul, Arsenal win. All right, thank you for watching in. Then I'm having G.A. Hey, Rokani. Thanks also. Thank you for watching in, and thank you for keeping it Rokani Media Football. Now, let's do a little bit of the formations of these two teams. Arsenal are having Ramsdale in goal. It's a 4-3-3 system. Ben White is playing as the right back for this team of Arsenal. Jakub Kiwior is playing on the right side of the central defense. Gabriel Magalhaes has finally returned, having sent very many Arsenal fans into a scare when he really walked off the pitch against Chelsea. He never completed the game, but he has found himself back to do the needful. Then Zinchenko, left back, having a little bit of a bad spell towards the final bend of the season. And I think the manager just loves him, but sometimes you would have called in for Kiwior to come in and really play. But when you look at Ben White, he's really going to be facing in, is it Joe Willock or Murphy onto that side? So he needs to find himself in a position of really protecting himself to see if he doesn't really go ahead and really concede. Then Jorginho in the central defensive midfield. I think in these remaining games, Jorginho should be play all of them. And people who say that have an agenda on Thomas Partey, that I hate Thomas Partey, will go ahead and realize by themselves that Rokan doesn't have an agenda on Thomas Partey, but he knows exactly what a CDM is all about. I believe I told you a passing team like Arsenal, Jorginho fits that system better. That's it. Jorginho fits that system better because it's not all about running a lot. It's all about the brain and getting that ball and really passing it, or putting it in the best lens. So I think Jorginho is really doing wonders at Arsenal. And I think Mikel Arteta is going to hate to understand his mistake. Then there is Odegaard and Granit Xhaka. Both of these two really played very well in the game of Chelsea. Odegaard with a brace and Xhaka with a hat-trick of assists into that game. So I think he did a very good job, and I think he's going to really let us know the reason as to why he likes playing up front of the pitch. Then Saka is being played as a right forward. Martinelli returns. Remember, in the game of Chelsea, he never started. It was Trossard that started, but is in to start on the left forward, and Jesus is leading the line. He has gone ahead to score into his previous game against Chelsea. That is Gabriel Jesus for you. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. Through smash the like button, comment, and share. That's the starting 11 of Arsenal, and they're really going to be having a lot of people to defend. The defenders need to see to it that they really stop Ishak, Murphy, and Joe Willock. You know, but I think Arsenal are also going to be having a very huge day on today down at the stadium that they are playing at right about now. I'm praying for my team to win and Odegaard to score to break the record of all-time midfielder top scorer in a single season in the Premier League history without a penalty. All right. And I think Odegaard is going to go ahead and really be one of those players that's going to be so much pivotal, because every time you've seen him go on a very good run, he has gone ahead to really get himself in good scoring positions and lift up the team of Arsenal. He has gone ahead to really take them to where they want to be. So I think Fabregas had 15 goals. That's it, but with penalties. But I think he can find himself in a position of even scoring his 16th goal his 15th goal of the season today, if at all he really finds the net against Newcastle. Then Henry Moses, Tahireraho. Thanks, my brother, for your update. I'm Taraho Moses, Arsenal 2-1. All right. I think it's going to be a close win, but I think the worst Arsenal can get from this is a draw, but a draw doesn't benefit Arsenal. All they want is a win. This is one of the games that they should go ahead and really win to see to it that their next two games are really having meaning if they're going to ahead and play them. If at all they don't really win this game, then the remaining three games that Arsenal are really having against Nottingham, Brighton, and Wolves, he won't be making any meaning to the remaining part of the season. Then Henry from Uganda, thank you for watching in from Uganda. Then Roger Elimo, I see Arsenal winning this game, but sorry for all Ugandans for the incident. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Yeah, may his soul rest in eternal peace. That is All Access Isma. May his soul rest in eternal peace. That's it. Thank you. I'm having Bruce Besa. You are right, my brother. Jorginho is better than Partey in the system Arsenal is playing. And it will take one to watch the games that Jorginho has played for Arsenal and games that Partey has played for Arsenal on how he improves the player. You know, Arsenal is a football possessing side. If you are a football possessing side, you need a football passing midfielder. That's it. Energy is important, but what is best for a team that really has a lion's share of the possession in every fixture is simple. Have the ball and have someone who dictates play, a person who links the midfield to the attack. I think Jorginho, in all the games, is going to have to play in for Arsenal as a CDM. He has gone ahead to come out and really do the best that number is calling in for. And I think even today, he's really going to be so much pivotal in what Arsenal are going to get and what Arsenal aren't going to get. Honorable Nakato, hey Rokani, it's true Jorginho is best for today's match, but I wanted Trossard to replace Saka. I also wanted that because I believe Saka has been so much petulant the previous games, and when he scored a goal against Southampton, I thought maybe it was going to be one of those awakening calls that they're going to see him really raise himself up against City and very many other teams. But Saka has been really a joke in the previous game. So I think Trossard would have gone ahead to start. And those are things that Mikel Arteta needs to rectify, that Trossard should be starting ahead of Saka because Saka is really bad and Trossard comes on through and really see to it that he's really putting in efforts that are really helping the team. Nabende Nicholas, Rokani, where do you broadcast from? I really want to know because I enjoy you so much. I broadcast live from Kampala, Uganda. That's it. Kampala, Uganda, the PAL. That's where I am. That's where I'm broadcasting from. Kampala, Uganda. Smash the like button, comment, and share. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Then we are having Lucky Eddie Obelon. But if Arsenal happens to kill off the game, then Zinchenko has to be substituted immediately. Yeah, I think I think even Zinchenko deserves to be benched because he has not been having the best of the games for Arsenal recently. That's it. Let's agree onto that. He's one of those players that doesn't deserve to start. It's Key and Tierney that should be getting chances to start. That's it. So I think even if they don't score, even if they score, I think Key and Tierney deserves his chance. And Arteta should be giving him his chance to start. That's it according to me. Then to Mohaire Agustin, I think Trossard is better than Saka. Yeah, Trossard has gone ahead to create very many assists ever since he really came in through at Arsenal. And I think no Arsenal player has gone ahead to create more chances than those of Trossard that's going ahead to create in at Arsenal. So I think it's really something huge that's happening this evening at what we call the Stadium of Newcastle. And we hope the best to be showcased on the field of play, because we all know that Arsenal are going to go on and really try to fight for that ball and try to possess it. Newcastle will also try to do the needful and obviously in this game of football, because Newcastle are really vying to go to the Champions League. And I think this is one of the hardest things they're left with. If they win it, then they'll be into those levels of qualifying. But for a man of Manchester United like Okan David, I would love to see Newcastle beaten by Arsenal, because we need to go ahead and really win and go past them. That's my prayer. So, Newcastle are having Nick Pope. They're having Kieran Trippier as the right back. Kieran Trippier is going to be facing Martinelli. And I really fancy Martinelli to win this battle. Shear and Botman, I think they're going to be having a very hard time against Gabriel Jesus, but they're really good defenders. And I think Botman is one of those players that has gone ahead to be known, given his props that he deserves. Has gone ahead to put in shifts that everyone would love to see his team put in. Then Ban has gone ahead to be played as the left back. And I think this is the time that Saka has a time to put in a shift onto this man. He's slow but strong, and Saka is quick. I think he should use his pace to go past him. Joe Wellington, Bruno Guimaraes, Joe Willock are going to be facing Jorginho, Odegaard, and Xhaka. But the main man in this midfield is Bruno Guimaraes. This man is the spine of Newcastle, and I don't know how they're going to stop him, but everything that Newcastle has gone ahead to do has gone ahead to rotate onto Bruno Guimaraes. Then Murphy, right forward, Ishak, left forward, and Callum Wilson being played as a centre forward. So that's what Arsenal is going to face. And Jakub Kiwior should keep his eye so much on Callum Wilson, because he's a very good clinical finisher, not so much good on the ball, but if at all he finds an opportunity, he seizes that opportunity. That is Callum Wilson. Alexander Isak facing Ben White. Ben White is going to be having a busy afternoon, guys, because this guy is really good. He's really good and is going to hate to do lots of things onto the ball, and going from that side. Ishak has gone ahead to score very many goals this season, and he's been in good form, and he has been scoring goals. When you look at his stats at Newcastle, he has played 17 games and he has 10 goals and 1 assist. It shows you how good this man is. And I'll have my transportsman who supports Arsenal. He told me that, I wish we signed Ishak instead of James. I told him, you don't know the game of football. Ishak is a player who has not yet learned to perform under pressure, And where Arsenal was, they needed a player like James who would have gone ahead to give them a new dimension, As going ahead to go ahead and redo that. Then Ivan K. Uganda, thanks for the show. Thank you for watching in. Then Peter Klein, I'm also hoping you get a win against West Ham. He really deserves a Champions League spot for the work you've done in the whole season. Liverpool, I'm sorry for you. I understand. I think the Champions League spot is for Manchester United to lose. That's it, because we've gone ahead to really do the needful and obviously put in the shift that is well deserved. And I think United have found themselves in a position of really getting the spot. So I think Arsenal should find themselves in a position of winning this game. I would love to with them to see, because I support Manchester United. It really finds us in a position of really giving us the best that we do deserve, and obviously take on the mantle to really torment these teams of that nature and caliber. So I think Arsenal deserves a win today, but they should work for it. They should deserve it. You get? Arsenal should deserve the win. They should work hard to get it in. Gary Neville, people say over the last weeks, Arsenal have lost their form. They haven't lost their form. They've just lost their nerve when they lost goals at the important matches, at the important moments in matches. That's it. Because Arsenal have gone ahead to continue to really create goals and chances. Apart from the game of Man City, Arsenal have always come out and created chances that people have gone ahead to underlook. But I think if they kill off their chances and defend well, they're going to find themselves in a position of really winning this game. That's it. That's the only thing that Arsenal has to do better and right. Now, Mikel Arteta on his side dealing with little pressure, with title pressure. I'm convinced they are going to do that. What they have to do is keeping digging. We've been digging for 10 months to be closer to the trophy. We already have what was a major objective for us this season, securing the Champions League. We are not satisfied with that. We have to keep digging for more. So I think that is so much positive of Mikel Arteta that they are really keeping on digging, and they want the best to come out of the season. And I think they might get the best out of the season by going ahead to really win this beautiful game of football. If at all they win this game of football, Arsenal will find themselves onto 71 points, just a point behind Man City, and that really means a lot for Arsenal. That means more pressure will be piled onto Man City. The more pressure Arsenal piles on Man City, the more Man City comes close to losing a game. That's it. So if Arsenal want to keep themselves in the title race, they shouldn't find themselves in a position of giving up or really giving out any game. They should go ahead and really win. But when you look at Newcastle, if they win this game, they'll be at 71 points, just 7 points behind Arsenal. If they win their game in hand, they'll be 4 points behind Arsenal. So it shows you how good Newcastle has gone ahead to go ahead and really perform this season, and they're really performing well at home, and Arsenal have gone ahead to pay them a visit, meaning that Arsenal need to be on their best to go on and really stop a team like Newcastle at their ground. So guys, I'm predicting a 2-1 win for Arsenal, but more of expectant that a draw is going to show up, because Arsenal need to keep it out on the back. Jakub Kiwior and Gabriel Magalhaes need to find themselves closing down Isak and Callum Wilson. Then Maxima off the bench and Anton Gordon and Amelon are some of the bullets that, or the weapons that Eddie Howe, the manager of Newcastle, is having off the bench. So they need to find themselves in a position of really killing off the game. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. I sign out for now. See you later, as I'm going to return when the match is done to bring you the match reaction. Bye-bye, and thank you for always watching in. Oh, I had forgotten to end this poll and really tell you how you guys have gone ahead to vote. 80% have called in for an Arsenal win. Then 9% have called in for a Newcastle win, and 9% have called in for a draw between Arsenal and a side known as Newcastle. Guys, I'm out. Bye-bye. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. My Muslim friends, may the Lord bless you abundantly. Me out.